thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Taurus might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for July 3rd through the 10th, 2020, keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless. So whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or say even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you'll find a message for you within the reading. Okay, and if you feel like it doesn't completely resonate with you, just keep the parts that do, disregard the rest. And if you know your other planetary placements, be sure to listen to those signs as well for additional messages. Okay, let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. And ask Spirit for any love messages for Taurus for the week of July 3rd through the 10th, 2020. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Taurus for July 3rd through the 10th, 2020? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Taurus for July 3rd through the 10th, 2020? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and divide these into 3 stacks. Ooh, okay. All right, the card on the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. This one's kind of been showing up in your reading a lot lately. You know, this is going to be the overall energy for your reading. This tends to make people think that maybe you are a little self-involved, or that you're only paying attention to your needs, that other people may be having hurt feelings or feeling ignored, and you are just focusing, really, it appears to other people, not all people, but some people might think that you are just being, you know, very focused on yourself, when the facts may be that you're maybe working on a project, you might have some other things going on in your life that are distracting you from other stuff at the moment. Basically, maybe you're prioritizing things in your life, and other people may feel neglected just a little bit. Okay, well, it's not always the case. Sometimes it can be, or, you know, certain people can be maybe more focused on themselves. Some people might actually be a little bit selfish and self-centered. But we're going to find out what's going on as soon as we get through these cards here. Now, for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows, and the first row has to do with yourself. It has to do with maybe what you have been going through. You might feel like whatever it is you're dealing with at the moment, or, you know, who's coming towards you. Okay, now the second column has to do with your twin flame, your soulmate, your karmic partner. This could be your divine counterpart. It might be an ex you still feel those really strong soul ties with. It could be somebody you just met. All right. Now, it's generally the person you think about the most, the one you're thinking about when you wake up in the morning, and the one that you're thinking about when you go to sleep at night. That third column has to do with anxieties, fears, challenges, things that are blocking you from moving forward and achieving whatever it is that you want. And remember that they are basically just our inner fears and anxieties. They're not necessarily something that's actually real. So when it is something that, you know, you're worried about, be careful that you don't focus on it too much, because you can actually manifest that in your life by way of, like, the law of attraction. Okay, and that fourth column is about outcome. Now, we had a couple of cards fall out at the beginning. So we had these two cards. We had the Five of Pentacles as well as the Chariot, and we also had the Queen of Pentacles that fell out at the moment. So this is most likely your energy that you're feeling right now, and even if you are a man, there is no gender in the tarot. It's about the energy that this card represents. And so this may mean, of course, you know, that you're a little focused on things. See how she's staring very intently at this coin here. And the people in your life, like we were talking about earlier, you can see these little waves back here and the ships being tossed about, and they don't know if they're going to live or die, basically. And here you are playing around, it appears to them. Okay, but you're just, you know, basically what is going on is like you are super focused on something. There's something going on in your life that is drawing your attention. Now, you know, you are wanting it to hurry up and get over so you can get back more to playtime and focus on your partner more. If you don't have a partner in your life, you know, there will be someone coming pretty soon that is going to be significant in your life. It's kind of a hurry up and slow down kind of thing. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back kind of thing, okay? So, yeah, just be watching for that. And, you know, when you care about your partner, I do take that extra, just a minute out of your day or so to let them know that you do care, because your partner may be feeling like, okay, well, maybe there's a third-party situation going on. They don't want to be in a position where they are having to vie for your attention. They don't want to have to beg for your attention. They may be feeling as if, you know, if they wanted to speak to me, what's keeping them from speaking to me, you know? There was something very similar to this in the Aries reading. You know, like, what's the holdup? Why are you not, you know, focused on? They feel like they don't want to be the one to put in all the effort in the relationship. And at the same time, you may feel like this. You may feel like, okay, well, they can clearly say I'm busy. You know, maybe they need to come and remind me, whatever. Your partner is really and truly not feeling that. They are feeling maybe rejected just a little bit. Now, in your obstacles and challenges, you have the Empress, which represents Libra. You may have a lot of Libra in your chart, or you may be dealing with someone who is a Libra. And the Libra, the Empress here represents that sensuality, beauty, art, aesthetics, you know, that sensuality, that sexiness, fertility, growth, all of those things. Not necessarily pregnancy type fertility, but new beginnings and things that are going through. And then when we have the Knight of Swords, well, that Knight, you know, the swords are represented by air as well. So this person may be feeling like really, really anxious, like, you need to hurry up. I'm over here and you're not paying attention to me. And you may be feeling that. You may be feeling that little bit of stress that's going on because of that. And you see in this Chariot here, he's anxious. This would be you, anxious to get whatever project you're working on or things going on so you can get back to playtime. But these little guys here are sitting still. So you may have some unexpected delays in things that are coming up. The best thing to do, and you know, swords are about communication. Just communicate. Just let them know what's going on. Hey, I'm busy. I haven't forgotten about you. You're still important to me, kind of thing. Now, when we get to the outcome, we have this Knight of Cups, and we have the Nine of Wands here going on. So yeah, you may really have a lot of love that you are wanting to offer this person, but clearly someone that has been hurt in your past before, and you just want to make sure, and you're taking your time. You might feel a little bit guarded. You're kind of like, you know, is this too good to be true? I'm going to wait for this other shoe to drop. I'm going to see what's going on here, you know. But you still feel like there is a lot of love that you want to offer this person. So you may be using this as an excuse to, you know, take that step back, to feel like, you know, I may be busy with other things, but at the same time, it's giving you time to think things through and think them over. Now, when we get to your next set of cards, we have the Page of Swords as well as the Seven of Wands. All right. And your partner's column, we have Judgment. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. In the obstacles and challenges, we have the Seven of Cups. You got a lot of sevens showing up here. And the Hanged Man. And in your outcome, we have the Star, as well as the Seven of Swords. Now, you know, I told you I did 4 rows. I do 2 cards in each row. And then I do that a total of 3 times for a grand total of 24 cards. That way we have a pretty good idea about the story that's going on by the time we get to the end. So with this Seven of Wands, as well as this Page of Swords, you know, you may be feeling like you have a lot coming at you right now. That's kind of like clearly been established. You have a lot that's going on. A lot of things are coming at you at the moment. You're kind of wanting to, you know, open up and communicate with your person, but at the same time, all right, this Page of Swords means, you know, you had that, where did it go? You had that Nine of Wands earlier. This is you being a little more cautious. This is you maybe trying to find out a little more, maybe trying to sit back and see how a certain person's going to react to your busyness, if that is part of what your life is, or you know, you don't want somebody who's going to, you know, interfere, so to speak, that maybe has a life of their own, that has to understand that, you know, when you have these things going on in your life, you are a busy person and they should be able to function without you for a day or 2 or something like that, you know. But it's also giving you that time to see, not necessarily to spy on this person, but to wait and see what that reaction is going to be. Now, in your partner's column, well, we have that Wheel of Fortune and we have Judgment going on. And in this Judgment card, you do see that you have these lovers that are resurrecting up from the grave here, and the Wheel of Fortune is turning. This person may really honestly feel as if, you know, you may be exactly what they're looking for. You may be a person that can understand that they also have a lot going on in their life, so that when the two of you come together, that it can actually be pretty awesome. That when you spend the time together, that you need to spend the time with this person, it can be that. So definitely don't feel like, you know, it's dead in the grave. You know, if you think you might have waited too long, or they might have think you waited too long, or whatever. This person that you're dealing with is more understanding. You know, you were dealing with the Empress, you know, and the Empress is a little more calm and serene than maybe different types of people that you have been dealing with in your life. Now, when we get to your obstacles and challenges, fears and anxieties, you know, you may be a person who is kind of set in your ways, who is, I don't want to say stuck or stodgy or anything like that, but you've been a little, like you've had a lot of objects of interest, we'll just call them that, different people. You've had a lot of options in your life, and you enjoy each and every one of them, but, you know, you haven't even been doing this type of behavior. You kind of feel like you're stuck. You're kind of stuck in this rut. You might have like a lot of relationships, but not any serious relationships. And this particular one is making you stop and think for a moment. So this is kind of being put on halt, and you are kind of like thinking things over. The fact that you have been super busy has kind of eliminated these other people and options from what's going on. Now, yeah, your outcome. You have the Seven of Swords and you have the Star. Now, you've kind of been a little sneaky. You might have not been completely honest with a particular person, maybe this new person that's coming into your life. But believe it or not, You know, this could actually be a new beginning for you. This could actually be someone that understands you, someone that gets you. I can't, you know, you have that Seven of Cups that's going on, and then you have this Seven of Swords, and it may kind of feel like, you know, you enjoy the company of many, okay? And you might feel like you have to keep this hidden from your partner. But, you know, with this brand new beginning, this is the time for you to open up about that to your partner, to put yourself out there, make yourself vulnerable, and maybe put all that behind you and move forward in a more settled down sort of way, not to be, you know, constantly feeling like you're juggling other things that are going on in your life. Okay, it just sounds like, you know, you are a busy person, you have a lot going on, and I haven't really had time to settle down and be focused on one particular person for quite some time, and that, you know, this new person's coming into your life, and they're kind of making you rethink things because of all that's going on outside of your personal life, and in your career, in your finance department, or whatever it is you do for a living. You may find that you are super busy and not able to participate in, you know, all these other choices that you have. So while you are with those choices, you may find that you are more focused on a particular person, and that might actually be a turning point for you. Now we're going to get to your last set of cards, and we have the World as well as the Ten of Pentacles. In your Lovers column, we have the Emperor as well as the Two of Cups. This looks like romance of the century coming up here. We have the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords in your obstacles and challenges, and in your outcome you have the King of Wands and the Hierophant. Okay, alrighty, so here you go. Here you go. You have the World. This person is kind of making you think, oh wow, I really do like to share all these things with this person, and you know, like I said, you're rethinking things. This time that you've had to step back for a few minutes and, you know, busy with other things going on in your life has allowed you that time to reevaluate exactly what it wants. And this person's completely taken you by surprise. They're different from other people. They are that Empress. They are someone that is going to basically be your match as far as the things that you love in your personal life and in your romantic life. This is somebody that you can see yourself settling down with, okay, and offering that more committed relationship with somebody. If it's not like a marriage thing, it may be like a moving in kind of thing. It might be, let's take it to the next level. Okay, so in your partners column, we have that Two of Wands and we have the Emperor, and they definitely look at you as someone who has their stuff together, that you are wise and you're strong, and they trust you and they feel safe and they feel secure with you, and they feel like they have this equal give and take of respect and balance and feelings for you. This is somebody that is maybe starting to think of you the same way that you are thinking about them as well. So you can see that this is a union that is definitely blessed by this angel, and there is like this equal give and take and this trust that's going on. So when you had that Page of Swords that you had here earlier, that was making you feel as if maybe you need to, you know, see what this person's really about. You're pretty happy with it. All right, and now you have this sorry about the glare. You have this Two of Swords as well as the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords means that, you know, you pretty much don't have anything to worry about where this person is concerned. You are using your head over your heart. You are being more analytical and more focused while you do have this time away from this person, that you know, you're distracted from work or whatever else is going on. You have this feeling that you know, you are making the right decision. You've come to you know, the Two of Swords is about calling that truce. It's like You know, you want that balance in your life. You want, and you know, this is another card that represents Libra. So if you do have a Libra person that is in your life, you know, we do have that Empress, and we do have the Two of Swords here. And you know, you have in this card over here, you had the Emperor in your, and as well as the Empress. So you are viewing them as the Empress, and they are viewing you as the Emperor. All right. Now, when we get to naughty. Okay. When we get to your outcome, well, we have this King of Wands here, which might mean that you are very attracted to, we shall say, that you have a deep physical attraction to this person, and that you are feeling a lot of passion directed to this person, but at the same time, you're feeling that deep feeling of commitment and wanting this. The Hierophant is about long-term relationships, it's about marriages, so is the Ten of Pentacles, and it's about that happily ever after. You have the World. You have the Emperor as well as the Empress. Okay, look at this. Yes, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and you have this Two of Cups. This right here is a very solid relationship. This is a very good match for you, and it could actually really and truly be that new beginning for you that's going to kind of breathe new life into you and put a little more, I hate to say something as retarded as pep in your step, but yeah, that is going to make you feel, you know, like you have a little bit of happiness going on deep inside you, and you may even have people point that out to you, like, oh, what's gotten into you, or what's going on. People will start to notice that. Okay, so that is your love reading for July 3rd through the 10th, Taurus. Okay, and I want to tell you guys thank you so much for all of your comments, likes, shares, subscribes, and I will be here next week for your mid-month. All right, guys, I love you. Bye-bye.